One round that the company left with for testing your communication skills is group discussions. So in this case, most of the companies is expecting these skills, like communication skills is the first priority skills in some of the companies. So when to speak, like at the end or at the starting, how to conclude the topic or how to start the topic, how to begin the conversation, how to take down other people while talking, or how to make up your points to when other person is talking, or how to listen, like how to make the points, like how to remember, how to give your idea on based on the discussion is going on. After the one person stopping the discussion, then just suddenly you have to ignite yourself and give your points. And while you're talking, the other person shouldn't interrupt you. Okay, in such a way you have to talk. Don't speak, or if you haven't got any chance, sometimes if you don't get any chance at the end, because even though you have points, and if you don't get any chance in some points, the evaluators will say like, okay, you can add up your points at the end moment before conclusion. Okay, there will be a conclusion for any topic, whichever the topic they give, so there will be some conclusion. So most of the people will feel like in a group discussion, whoever the person conclude will be getting more chances of selecting. Okay, the thing is how well he concludes. That is, the group discussions goes on like for 15 minutes or 20 minutes. In that instant you cannot change, but if you feel like if your other person is talking very nicely or politely than you are, is taking the topic very in a good or nicer way, and if you feel like you have some points on that topic or in that direction, you can add up to that point, like you can say that, yeah, I'll be adding some more points with respect to whatever the discussion has been made by so and so person, like that. After saying that, you can add on your points based on that. So you cannot change your topic directly. You can add up some of the things if you feel like those are very right or comfortable. So hello, hi, welcome to this video, and myself Raymond Vecha, and let's get started. So in this video we'll be discussing on the very important topic, that is group discussions. If you people doesn't know where the group discussion stays in the interviews round, so we'll be talking about this interviews itself. So in the first round, like first round is like you'll be shortlisted from the resumes, or else if you want to apply the resumes to the respective companies, companies that have come to your college, firstly you have to meet the criteria in the sense like so and so CGPA, and previously from the past 10, from the beginning, from the 10th so and so percentage you have to carry out. Like in the 10th you have to carry 60%, and in the PUC level you have to carry so and so percentage, like 70%, and so from then you have to carry 75 plus. They'll specify like in this class you should be this much percentage. So if you have met all the criteria, like basic educational criteria, then you will be allowed to apply for the resume. Firstly, the first step is over from your side, and the first process from them, it's like okay, then they will receive your resumes, and in the resumes they will see that, well, the candidates having the required law knowledge, like if they are hiring for some roles, like different roles they'll be hiring, so for which role the person is okay, like if it is worth interviewing this person, if they have to feel in the same way, like if the person resume says like is not, if you haven't done any technical work, or if he is not completely relevant to those companies work, or its knowledge is not directly matching the requirements, what are the requirements they are expecting, if that is not meeting, so you will be directly rejected in this round itself. So further in your resumes you have to take care of your keywords or whatever you're mentioning, everything. You have to regularly update your keywords regularly while you're applying for the new companies, if you are changing the companies, or also you have to make sure that you see to the requirements of the company, so accordingly you have to change those things. So with respect to keywords and how to change those things in your resumes, and how to update your resumes regularly, I have made a separate video. Make sure that you watch that. Okay, I think it's in the I button, so you can see that in I button there is a separate video coming up, so I can watch it out. Okay, thank you. So this is the second level, like shortlisting of resumes. So there will be like 20% of the people can be 20% chances are there, so that you will be rejected, because when the crowd is like 300 or 400 when you are applying from the college, there will be competition will be high. It will be approximately like 1,000 in some of the cases, like the software companies attend you, like Accenture, Cognizant, or something like those companies. If they attend them, because they are called as high recruiters, like huge numbers they will be taking in. So in that case, their process should be very easier for them. So I mean, kind of rejection from your point of view or from the college point of view, it's like getting or pushing the persons into the company, or getting people get selected to the company. But from the company side, it's like rejection, rejecting the unrequired people, like unqualified people. They have to reject the people so that they segregate the required people. So they'll be not falling, they don't regret further, like after getting an offer from any company, then again you cannot they cannot say like we have made a wrong choice. They cannot say this thing, like shortlisting from the resumes, and then the online test. There will be online test normally, or else in the college itself you'll be having some written test. It's not I think presently all the companies will be giving the online test itself, so you can take the test from the home or wherever they are assigning with webcam. Like you cannot do any malpracticing, so that you will be disqualifying for the online test. So after the online test, there will be other rounds, like normal technical rounds. So technical rounds may be of one round, second 2 rounds, or if the requirement and the offer or the package is very high, then as per the requirements and the technical knowledge they are expecting, if they expect you to more technical knowledge, so the sound knowledge in you, so then they'll be going for 2 rounds or 3 rounds maximum. And also in some cases it may happen like this, like if you have entered the technical round after clearing the online test, then you will be given one technical round normally. But if the person who have interviewed you is not satisfied with what are the answers you have given to them, and then you may have other chances, like those person will say to their company people or some HR department, like this person is okay, but I think we want to check we have to send him to other rounds so that he qualified there, and so that later we can proceed him to the next round. So some of the candidates will be having one technical round, and in some of the cases the number of technical rounds will be higher. Like it may vary. The same company may give the students, like for some students it will be like they will qualifying from one technical round itself. They feel like it's okay, it's eligible completely, so they'll be taking you to the next round, like HR round, before from the technical round, or else they'll be sending you to the other technical round. So later on, so when they feel like it's okay, it's fine, and he's fulfilling some of the parts which are required, so you can fulfill, or you can climb the ladder very easily, or he's fast learner or something like that. If they get good opinion, or if you prove yourself in some of the other technical rounds they are assigning, so then they'll push you to the next round, that is HR round. But okay, the HR round will be the final round. It may vary, like first one HR round or as 2 HR rounds based on the discussions whatever the company has planned. So now where comes the group discussions? Okay, the group discussions comes in place like in the various places, like it may come after the online test, or as after the online test they may arrange other rounds, like they will test you like online aptitude skills, your aptitude skills, by organizing some separate interviews. Like they'll give you some small aptitude questions, like filling the waters or bottle cans, or some puzzles kind of things. So they'll give this kind of round. So later on they'll be pushing you to the technical round. So between that, like after the general puzzles round, so later on you'll be having this group discussion. So after qualifying these steps, so here you will be having group discussion, or else in some of the cases it will be having after the technical rounds. In between the technical rounds, if the technical rounds are 3 or more, so then also in between they may insert somewhere. So if the company requires you to explain, or if they want you to good communication skills, like these basic things for any company which is hiring you, the first thing they expect you is like communication skills. So if they pointing out to that point, like communication skills itself, so then they'll be left with only one option, that is group discussion. Group discussion is the only one round, so you can prove yourself with respect to your communication skills. Yeah, in technical rounds, yeah, they can understand, like yeah, technically if your English or your examples or your explanation is somewhat less, like you can explain them by writing the things and you showing them, or your alternative methods. Yeah, you can impress them your knowledge you have in the technical rounds. And also the HR round, they feel like you clear all the technical rounds, he has the complete knowledge, so we can hire them. There are chances of less rejection in the HR rounds, but when it comes to this group discussions, okay, if you have highly knowledge or if you have high technical knowledge, okay, if you have communication skill, good communication skill also, then there will be some chances like rejection. Like this is kind of, this one is like a random thing. So group discussion, that tone, the amount of voice we have to use in the case of group discussions and such topics. So that's why I've taken this topic. So this topic is like this group discussion is like sometimes it will be more luck, and also you may not know like which other people will be coming for your group discussion group. Like the group discussions will be generally made with group of people like randomly, or else with your friends itself. Like if your best friend is coming with cooperating with you, it's in the company, the same person will be coming to you in the group discussion, group of 10 or group of 15, based on the number of people they have. Like they'll be selecting like 5 people from the group of 10 or 15 people. Like from 15 people they'll be selecting only 5 people, irrespective of whatever they secured the rank or whatever the technical knowledge they had, or whatever the marks they have scored in the online test. They'll reject everyone irrespectively. So in this case you have to speak up, you have to open your mouth, and you have to make sure that you have to give your points, or you have to make them understand that you can communicate with each other. So you can give up your ideas, whatever you thought on the basic idea, like that. So the only one round that the company left with for testing your communication skills is group discussions. So in this case most of the companies is expecting this skills, like communication skills is the first priority skills in some of the companies. So that's the reason why today we'll be discussing on the basic things that you should be possessing, and what are the basics of group discussions, and how these group discussions will be carried out in the colleges or in the different levels, how it goes and how the process and how they evaluate. So this basic information will be given in this video, and furtherly in the further sections, like if you have some more if you require some more details with respect to this aspect, like group discussions and how the tones, like different tones, usage of different tones and making points, and when to speak, like at the end or at the starting, how to conclude the topic, or how to start the topic, how to begin the conversation, how to take down other people while talking, or how to make up your points to when other person is talking, and how to listen, like how to make the points, like how to remember, how to give your idea on based on the discussion is going on. Because you cannot say, like if they are saying, like if they are talking about the water, you cannot talk about the fire. Okay, of course if the topic is nature, like if they are talking about the water, irrespective of your idea and your plans of talking about fire, if the discussion is going on with respect to water, you have to talk about the water or sea there itself. Like you have to completely change your points instantly, because in group discussion there will be no pause. Okay, there will be no stop in between, so that you have to continuously go through the topic, and you have to give your 100%, so that they feel like then there will be some different criteria like conclusions, and we'll be concluding, and we'll be talking continuously, or we'll be giving the relevant points, irrespectively if you jump into talking, or if you are pushing the topic very widely, or if you are pushing the topics very outwards of the conversation or the topic they have given, then you will be disqualifying even though you are talking more. Group discussion is nothing but how you express your ideas and what are the views on each idea. Now instantly you change your ideas, and how instantly you can perform at that respective time. So this is about the group discussion. So presently I'm speaking very slowly. Yeah, my voice is very slow. Actually I'm speaking in such manner so that you understand what I'm speaking. Okay, but if you are speaking this manner, like whatever I'm speaking, whatever I'm speaking is like languages, English itself, but yeah, very smoothly I'm talking, so you are understanding each and every word, I think so. Yeah, I hope so. So yeah, but if you maintain this is called one tones, like right, what is meant by tone in the sense like different tones, angry tone or with smooth tones, or different tones are there. So people talking with in your own, like father will be talking in some tone when they get angry, or when their mothers are talking very sweet tone, like different tones are there. So what tone has to be used in case of like in the group discussion, you have to make sure that you have to make your point right. So, and also you have to make the other persons are speaking, they're making their points, you have to make them stop, or sometimes after the one person stopping the discussion, and then just suddenly you have to ignite yourself and make your points, and while you're talking the other person shouldn't interrupt you. Okay, in such a way you have to talk. So is also one major point. And also evaluation in the group discussion scores, like your tone, that's what I'm talking like. So your tone should be very not aggressive or not very smooth, because I consider my voice, actually present to a voice, this is very smooth actually. And also if you want to aggressive voice or some loud voice, then just visit my introductory video, I mean with respect to contents that I was saying. In that video I gave contents in the very not in a smooth way, it's bit random, it's very fast. And the thing is, like, whenever you're fast, okay, it's fine, and it's kind of advantageous, like, because they think like you have after your points are coming very instantly and you're pointing out and everything is valid. Whenever you're speaking fast, then make sure that your points are valid and you're speaking with your knowledge. Okay, sometimes you may bluff the words, or you may divert the things with respect to by using other words. When you're speaking fast, it's very important that you have to make sure that whatever you're using or expressing yourself should be valid. So just visit my intro content video with respect to this YouTube channel, where I talked in different tone, not in a smooth way. Your tone should be very medium level, like not smoother, not aggressive. If they feel like sometimes, like, if the group kind evaluators are very friendly, I mean very smooth or cool kind of people, then they will say like, why you're so speaking very aggressively, why what happened to you, like any problem with you, like directly they will ask you like why you're doing so these things, like, okay. So they'll say like this. And if you don't speak, or if you haven't got any chance, sometimes if you don't get any chance at the end, because even though you have points, and if you don't get any chance in some points, the evaluators will say like, okay, you can add up your points at the end moment before conclusion. Okay, there will be a conclusion for any topic, whichever the topic they give, so there will be some conclusion. So most of the people will feel like in a group discussion, whoever the person conclude will be getting more chances of selecting. Okay, the thing is how well he concludes, that also matters. There will be some kind of grace marks, like that grace marks will be like minus or will be plus. So if the conclusion is very good, then he will be getting positive grace, so it will be enhancing his chance of getting selected for the next round. But if the conclusion is very bad, because after his conclusion no one else can conclude, because for one topic there will be one conclusion itself. So the conclusion is very bad or not justified for the judges or evaluators, then they will say that grace marks will be negative, like whatever he has scored so far, like for his evaluation or his talking or his discussion, the group discussion will be minimized, like he will lose his marks of getting selected for the next round. So that's how. So conclusion and starting the topic and carry on the topic and changing the points, like you cannot change, you have to stand on one point itself. Like if you have to drink water for to stay fit, if you say this word, like you have to go on with the fitness itself. Or else you have to say like, if you say like you have to drink water for studying, continuous studying, so you have to stay on this focused on one point itself. So you cannot change your paths at that instant, because the group discussions goes on like for 15 minutes or 20 minutes. In that instant you cannot change. But if you feel like if your other person is talking very nicely or politely than you are, is taking the topic very in a good or nicer way, and if you feel like you have some points on that topic or in that direction, you can add up to that point, like you can say that, yeah, I'll be adding some more points with respect to whatever the discussion has been made by so and so person, like that. After saying that, you can add on your points based on that. So you cannot change your topic directly, you can add up some of the things if you feel like those are very right or comfortable. So in that chance also, in that point also, you will be communicating yourself, and it's like a grace mark for you, because you're adding some more points because that thought has been brought by some other person. So however, you'll be getting chance for speaking and other persons will be listening. So that's how there are very various aspects. So this is the first thing, like this is a basic thing, what are the things that has to be done and how this process goes on. And evaluators would be maximum 1%, 2%, 3%. Some of them will be maintaining the numbers, like seat numbers, which are the seats you have sat, and they'll just note down the rejected seats, like because taking all the seats is very difficult for them. So whoever they feel like is not talking or not doing any valid points or anything, so they'll note down that seat number, because it's easier, right? Because giving marks to all the seats is very difficult, because because there will be of 15 or 10 members. So in that, by rejecting 2 to 3 people and they're mentioning only 3 numbers is very easier. So if you feel like evaluator is observing or if he's not observing, if he's listening or nothing, like okay, there may be evaluator sitting in front of you and some other person is observing behind you. Maybe it may happen like that, because this is very crucial for them, right? They are hiring, and for full time they are hiring, and they have to carry on you for the next rounds, and they have to they shouldn't feel like in the next round they shouldn't ask them like why you have sent this person to here, so he's not performing so well, why? So they shouldn't get the such questions. So even they will take care of that thing. So but they'll be having like this intention, like they shouldn't miss the eligible person. Okay, they'll be, if you have knowledge and if you can having the talent, or if you have communication skills and whatever, if you have the things, okay, you have the things that the company, whatever the company requires, there even the company will come to your college, so that they'll hire good persons, good people, and with good people with good background or whatever the requirements they're looking at. So if you are good in everything, and if you feel like you are completely eligible to the company, then don't think of these things, and don't be negative. Just perform whatever you can and perform for your best, and everything will go on. So still more doubts with respect to group discussion, you can comment back with respect to this video, and I'll be replying, or else I'll make separate video if that requires also, on based on how to conclude and how these things goes on, if you have still more doubts. But basically if you have this knowledge, it's enough, because is enough to crack. This is the basic information with respect to group discussions, and if you feel till now if whatever the discussion we made is worth watching and it was useful to you, then just like this video. And in furthermore, like in different topics like resume keywords, software engineer, what does software engineer does, and how the hardware engineers do, and what are these engineers, and what are the different aspects like PC, different other than doctors, engineers, and other aspects and different domains are there. No, so what are the things they'll be doing? Company cultures, like what the software engineer does, and how the mechanical engineer does in his job, and what are his jobs like. Is there software, or is he doing completely in hardware wise, or how it is, like is manufacturing field, or varies, like on which topics they'll be working on furtherly. So if you want some more details with respect to career insight kind of things, so from the seniors, like with by me or by my friends, so make sure that you subscribe to this channel, so stay updated. So thank you, bye bye. Signing off, your own HR. Bye.